Okay guys, I'm gonna show you how to do my epoxy tables. I've never actually made a how-to video before, so we'll see how this goes. First you're gonna need to put on some gloves. If you have never messed with epoxy before, this stuff is a bitch to get out of anything. It's like maple syrup texture, I guess, consistency, and it gets everywhere and then it doesn't come off. The only way to remove epoxy from your hands is with baby wipes or acetone, like nail polish remover, but nail polish remover with acetone. It has to have acetone. Okay, so I started with a blank all white surface. You can see all white. I used oil-based paint. Okay, I'm getting ahead of myself. Oil-based clean paint. So this is the nice clean solid surface. Okay, so you need a bunch of cups, whatever glitters you're gonna use. I used some acrylic paints. This one's an acrylic metallic, acrylic country gray. I have one choice of glitter here. I have an iridescent glitter, a popsicle stick for each of your mix-ins, and I have a mica powder, like a pearlish mica powder. I'm trying to do like a kind of neutral tone, but I mean it's not gonna be too like neutral looking with the glitter in it. So okay, so I'm gonna start off with, you need part A and you need part B, equal portions of both. I'm gonna start with my part A. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna do my part A. I'm gonna pour it into the cup. And you have your popsicle sticks for mixing. You need a popsicle stick for each of your mix-ins. I think I already said that. Okay, so this is my part A. Since it's a large table, I'm probably gonna use a lot. So I'm probably gonna do part A, 2 cupfuls of it. Alright. Okay, you just want to try to get as much out as you can. And then, okay, where did I put my cap? Okay. Then you're gonna do your part B. part B is a little thinner for if you're using Pro-Marine epoxy, which is what I use. And if you have never bought epoxy before, I recommend Pro-Marine because they ship really fast. And they always have coupons, so if you join their email list, they always have coupons. And, well, maybe not always, but they have coupons and stuff. So you can get free shipping and coupons, and that kind of works out for me. Because epoxy is pretty expensive. If you've never bought it before, it's actually pretty pricey. Okay, so I did 2 of both. Alright. Okay. And this is literally like the entire cup full of epoxy. So this is going to be a pain in the butt to mix. But you really want to mix it good, because I've had a couple of instances where I didn't mix it thoroughly, and as it sets, it doesn't completely set, so it'll stay sticky permanently. And then you have to just scrape it all off because it's toxic after that. So, well, I mean, I don't know how it is on furniture, but on cups, if it's still sticky, you have to scrape it all off and start over. So you just gotta keep on mixing it thoroughly for a whole minute, and which is kind of hard to do in this cup. I wasn't thinking, but I knew I needed to make more than I normally make because this table is gigantic. Ooh, my arm's starting to hurt. Like I said, it's like thick, like maple syrup. So after a while, it does hurt your hands. And you want to try to get as much as you can off the edges, off the bottom of the cup. I'm making a mess. You just want to mix as much as you can, as good as you can. Actually, you know what? I'm not sure if I got the bottom of this cup. So, give me a second. I'm going to get another cup. Alright. You just want to make sure it's like really thoroughly mixed. Like I said, like I've ruined some projects before from not mixing right. And it's a pain in the ass to have to do something again that you've already done once. I really hope you guys can hear me. I hope I'm talking loud enough, because I've never made a video before like this. It's so weird. Alright. Oh shit, I'm dripping everywhere. Sorry for all the language. I'm not gonna lie. I cuss a lot. So I'm actually toning it down, if you can believe that. I am toning my cussing down for this video. Okay, so I'm just trying to get it all out the cup, so that way for sure it's very well mixed in. Come on. I'm like really making a mess here. Okay. Here we go. I would say it's pretty close to being thoroughly mixed. I can always tell. It starts to get like really big bubbles in it, and that's how I know that I've mixed it pretty good. Anyways, you can just speed this shit up, okay? Alrighty. Okay, so now that I have all of that done, I'm gonna pour my first mix-in cup. Actually, let me set out a couple of these. Okay, got 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I'll reuse this one for 6. Okay. Oh, I didn't even have to reuse one. Oh well. Okay, so, alright, where do we begin? Okay, I'm gonna take off these gloves for now. And I'm gonna remove the epoxy. And remove the cups. Oh shit, I forgot one of these still has epoxy. Oh shit, okay. I'm gonna keep this cup, my bad. Okay. Alrighty, okay, so we got a bunch of cups. Okay, the first one we're gonna do, I'm gonna do a plain silver. I'll use this big one. Okay, plain silver. And I'm gonna use a little bit of this iridescent silver too. Well, it's like a, not iridescent, holographic silver. But, I don't want like nothing but holographic, so I'm mixing it with the regular. We'll just see how that turns out. Okay, I'm mixing it. And just make sure you get it in there real good. Now, I've done these tables a couple of times. You don't want to overdo the glitter in the epoxy. You want to make sure that it's still real drippy. Because if it's like over mixed, you can feel it after you're done. And then you'll have to do another clear layer of epoxy. But I don't really want to do all that. So I'm trying to make sure it's really liquidy. Okay, and then we're going to do an iridescent glitter. Same thing, make sure it's still very liquidy. Okay, here, I'll line them up so you can see them all. Iridescent. Then I'm going to do, actually I think I'm going to skip this one. My bad. I'm going to skip that one. And I'm going to do a metallic. Okay. And we're going to do a gray. This one is country gray. That's actually my favorite gray. You don't want to use too much of the paint, because then it starts to get like this weird, like it starts to like cure maybe. I'm not really sure what it does. It like gets like really weird, like sticky and hard to work with. And then finally I'm gonna do my pigment. Okay, now this, I'm not gonna lie, it's a makeup pigment. A cheap one at that. But I just wanted this specific color, which I should have popped this off before I even started. But I wasn't thinking. Okay, I'm glad y'all can't see my face because I think I got this pigment all over my lips trying to break this stupid thing open. Ooh, this one looks really pretty actually. Ooh, I'm excited about this one. Alright. Okay, and so we got one paint, one metallic, one mica. You know, I think that's good for me. That's a lot of different mix-ins. So now I'm gonna remove all of my thingies out the way. Okay, these are all my mix-ins. I'm gonna remove these out the way. And we're gonna start with a blank canvas, completely blank canvas. And okay, I'm just gonna use one glove. Okay. So now this is the actual portion of the video where you're gonna see me do the majority of the work. I'm just gonna dump all of this clear on top. And spread it all around. Oh man, I hope I made enough. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't realize how big this table was. Okay. I mean, not that I'm not happy with how gigantic it is. I'm like very ecstatic about that. It's just really fucking huge, man. Okay. Now on other epoxy countertop videos, you'll see them do like huge amounts, you know, where they like just dump it and you see it all pouring off the edges. But I don't do that shit because I don't want to be cleaning up. I don't want to have to do mats on the side of the tables. I only make my tables for me anyway. So I'm not really concerned about all of that. Okay, well, I'm not sure if I made enough of the clear, but we will make it work. Oh yeah, I forgot. I had made an extra mixing cup, so we have a little extra clear. Ooh, okay, so do the popsicle stick, okay? Spread it around with the popsicle stick. That seems to be easier than doing it with your hand. If y'all have to just scroll ahead, go right ahead, because like I said, this is a gigantic table, so it's gonna take a while. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I really had no clue how big this gigantic table was. So my bad, guys. This is probably the worst project to do my first video on. Alrighty. I think I finally got the whole bottom covered with clear. Okay. Alright, okay, so now I'm going to start with my acrylic colors, because those are going to be like the flattest. So I'm just going to drip it like everywhere. Sorry guys, I know this is probably like the most boring video you've ever watched, but I'm not really much of a talker once I start this. Because then I stop focusing and I get this shit everywhere, and once I get it everywhere, then I'm kind of fucked because you can't get it out of your clothes, can't get it off of the floors, can't get off of shit. So keep that in mind when you're doing your own projects, that epoxy is not something you want to do in a rented facility. Especially if you have carpet, because it don't come out from carpets for sure. Okay, then you just kind of spread it. And I kind of try to keep it all in the same direction. Okay, so other people might do it a different way. I don't care. You can do it their way. You can do it my way. I don't care. This is how I do it. So I don't need no bullshit comments talking about, oh, she did it wrong, blah, 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 because, like, for real, fuck you. Fuck you and fuck all that noise. I don't need that bullshit in my life. You either like my shit or you don't. And if you don't, move on. Okay. Now I'm gonna do the metallic acrylic. Okay, this one's like, you don't see it as much. I don't know if you can see that. I didn't put a ton in there, so it's kind of just a light, like a light grayish, silverish. I kind of lost my silver mica powder, which is why I got this whole new desk, so I can keep my stuff organized and stop losing all my bullshit. I feel like a crazy person talking to a camera. This would actually be like the perfect thing to do if you're like schizophrenic and you talk to yourself anyway. And then you just talk to a camera. Alright. And we'll just spread. Actually, this one I didn't really need to spread too much because for some reason, I guess it kind of blended in a little bit. Maybe I didn't use enough of that one. That's why the mica powders are good though, because the mica powders actually show up a little better than the acrylic metallics. Alright. Ooh, this one's so pretty. Okay, so that makeup one that I used, it was like a cheap dollar store LA Girls pigment, and it actually turned out pretty badass. It's like really pretty. It's got like pearl looking, I guess, like a yellowish pearl. Ooh, it's so pretty, I'm not gonna lie. This might be my new favorite. I'm sorry if my videos are boring, but I'm telling you, I feel like a crazy person talking to myself. sorry if this whole time that I'm sitting here telling y'all everything that you can't even hear it, because I've never made a video before. So, like, I'm sorry, guys. But Anthony's been on this whole, like, social media, like, TikTok thing lately. And I guess it's really got me thinking that maybe I should do some little videos. Oh yeah, okay, well, Leia was eating. She is no longer eating. Luckily, I only have like 2 more coats left. So, we're gonna try to make this quick before she gets all crazy and starts yelling at me in the background. Because that's what she does when she's mad. Again, we just smear. Hey, man. You want some goldfish? You want some goldfish, little woman? You threw your stuff down? Really? Goldfish, yeah. Alright. Now we will do the iridescent glitter. Okay, so the glitter I'm not going to smear until the end because that seems to take up a lot of time. Time that I don't really have now that Leia wants my attention. Alright, so I'm done with the iridescent one. Oh yeah, I told you I was not gonna smear the glitter until the very end because I'm on a time schedule here. But yet I didn't know. Okay. Okay, so this is the final portion. I'm just doing the top glitter, the top silver glitter. And this is what's going to make it nice and blingy. Now before all of this, it kind of looked almost like a granite countertop, I guess, you know? But now it looks like a girly craft desk, which is what I wanted, because my whole life is glitter. So I put glitter on everything. And not to mention, this whole desk is going to be used for epoxy crafts. So I'm always going to have like chunks of epoxy fall off and chunks of glitter, random glitter thrown on it. So this kind of works for the type of work that's going to be on it. Now to me, the only way a desk like this works is for maybe like vanities, which I also have my vanity with my glittery epoxy stuff on it, and a girly desk. I don't know, it's very girly. It's not a guy's thing. Well, unless, you know, it's a guy that likes glitter. Which I'm all cool with that too, you know. But, you know, you obviously wouldn't want to put this on like a manly man's anything, because it is full blown glitter. Okay. Alrighty, okay, so we got the last portion. Now we spread that. Spread, 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 spread. Alright, it's looking dope, looking dope. I like it. Leia's not too happy right now, so my bad. My heat gun was kind of put away. But this is the final portion, and then I will show you my beautiful masterpiece. Okay, one more glove because I see some spots that I missed, and then we will be done. Okay. they're all done, let me show you guys the final product. Okay. Alright guys, hold on. Like I said, I suck at this, but I don't suck at this. I don't know what you guys think. I wish I could turn my camera around now, but I can't, so I'll send you guys another link to how it turned out, okay?